From Vinegar Syndrome on 4K, part of their VSU range is the Garbage Pail Kids Movie. Now, this is one of those films that I remember seeing a hell of a lot when I was younger. I used to love the trading cards. I wish I still had them. I may still have them in a box somewhere. They were fantastic. They were weird. They were disgusting. They were just silly, but in a kind of fun way. It was a super popular thing at the time, and like all super popular things, if they can, they will turn these things into a movie. It's one of those ideas where you go, is it going to work? How is it going to work? How are they going to do it in such a way that honours the cards but creates a kind of narrative story that carries it forward? And to be blunt, they don't, they fail.
This'll make him wake up!
But for some reason, this was something that I saw a lot when I was younger, and I really enjoyed it. And going back to it, objectively looking at the film, I can see that it's not a good film. It's tonally all over the place. It is aimed at kids but has some extreme adult content within it. The story is simultaneously like completely hollow and devoid of anything, but somehow fascinating in how it plays out. It's weird in just about every way it possibly can be, and there is something kind of fascinating about that. You know, it's based on the wildly popular and wonderfully disgusting Garbage Pail Kids. And the story follows Dodger, a young boy who is kind of shy. He's picked upon by bullies, people who seem to be quite a few years older than him. He has got a part-time job working in this strange antique shop with the man Captain Manzini, who is a walking red flag himself. But there's something magical about Captain Manzini. He's travelled the world. There is a kind of illusion that he is more than just a person. And he discovers in this antique shop a mysterious garbage pail.
I don't understand.
Think of this as Pandora's pail.
When he accidentally knocks it over, it unleashes these mini terrors, full of people like Greg the Greaser or Nat Nerd or Valerie Vomit and the rest of the gang. Grotesque little creatures who have hearts of gold, who love interacting with people and being free, and one of them loves toes, with an incredibly fun foot fetish within this kids' film.
No. Whoa. Oh, that is it, yeah. It's toe time.
And they try to help Dodger break out of his slump and become the person that he's going to become. It's as weird as in it's a kind of kids' family film, but it has these adult moments in it as well. And it has this kind of story of a young woman looking to break into the fashion scene, but although she is beautiful on the outside, she's horrible on the inside. The complete opposite of the Garbage Pail Kids, who look horrible on the outside but are nothing but sweetness and light on the inside. It's a late kind of 80's oddity, but the Garbage Pail Kids themselves are wonderfully weird creatures, whether it's animatronic suits and puppetry, whether it's people within them. The craftsmanship is impressive in these suits.
Hey, pass some mustard.
Pass the onions and garlic! Oh, no! Look out! I'm sorry.
God bless you.
It's undeniably unsettling watching these. They're halfway between a kind of fever dream and I suppose Ninja Turtles, that has that feeling of the kind of characters there, where it's in that uncanny valley of just disturbing. The story is almost negligible. It's not there for any purpose, we're following this woman who's trying to break into the fashion scene. We discover these Garbage Pail Kids who, for some reason, seem to be able to manufacture clothes and know current fashion trends. And because of that, he starts to create a connection with Tangerine, the young woman that's doing the fashion range, until we discover that she's just, another horrible person. But it's a little bit Dodger, realising that the world is not a great place, and not to judge people by their looks, but judge them by their intentions. It is kind of cookie cutter storytelling at the most part, but again, I didn't think the movie was great, but there was something fun about going back and watching this. A kind of nostalgic hit that made me go, yeah, you know what, I would go back and watch this again.
Where are they? Where?
Stay out for the other.
Did I say an interesting experience revisiting something that I watched a lot when I was younger, something that I'm almost toying with subjecting my kids to see if it sticks with them, or if they're just like, what the hell is this? I miss the late 80's kids movies in general. There's just no equivalency to it these days. It's something that seems to be lost. It's something that was both child friendly, but then had these adult themes that were a little bit darker, and although this isn't the best example of it, it just seems like something is lost these days, something I miss incredibly. But this is an incredible release. The 4K looks tremendous. It's weird, the films that get a 4K treatment. It's unusual, because this basically is a relic of the 80s, where the kind of studios were scrambling to turn every toy or whatever was a hit thing into a movie of some sort. It's not good in the traditional sense, but it's kind of unforgettable. As I watched the movie, I realised how much I really remembered about this one. I would recommend it for people who are fans of cult curiosities, or is so bad it's good cinema. Anyone nostalgic for the wonderful Garbage Pail Kids will probably find something here as well. If you're newly stumbling across this release, I would love to know what you thought of this, just out of curiosity. I'd love to know your thoughts on the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com. Always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching. See you next time.